This is Child Abuse Detective Layton.
Who is this?
What did I call?
This is Child Abuse Unit.
Okay, well, I was given this number by the police department because I've been made multiple reports for child abuse that the police haven't picked up or investigated, and CPS.
What's
So
your name?
it's Kiana
Kiana. What's your last name?
Clark, Clark.
You have a case number?
No, they keep giving me miscellaneous reports and won't investigate it. The interference with child custody crimes.
Okay. Oh yeah. All right. Have you called here before?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay. You say you don't have a case number at all?
They keep doing miscellaneous reports, which I thought was kind of criminal. To not investigate child abuse and interference with child custody. Those are crimes. And to give me miscellaneous reports and deprive me of law enforcement, I thought was criminal. So it's kind of hard for me to get things resolved if I can't get an investigation for the multitude of events that occur.
All right. When did you report this?
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Detective Layton.
Okay, you did say that. And your badge number?
8069.
Okay. Can I report it with you? I mean, how do I report it? Because haven't been able to report it for years.
You said you just reported and they gave you a miscellaneous report, right? And let me take a look at that.
Oh, okay. Let me get that for you. One moment while I pull up that miscellaneous report. Okay. That report number is 122-480-2022.
I'm going to put you on hold.
Okay. This is what they wrote down. They wouldn't take the child abuse and wrote this for me to call police headquarters. Well, they want me to make these phone calls so I can repeatedly call these scammers that pretend to be other businesses, which I know doesn't sound believable, but going through this for years and never getting anything resolved, you kind of conclude that something suspicious is going on, especially with the police sitting at AT&T waiting for me to get there to give me a criminal trespass and deprive me from the right to speak to AT&T to inform them about the strange events with my phone. How it would shut off in emergencies, the text would shut off, the data. See, they had so much power that they were abusing. If I looked up certain things, they just cut my data off. They would get infuriated that I even tried to look it up and cut the data off. If I was texting my daughter or something really critical, they just cut the text off. They cut the phone service off. AT&T cut my phone service off and would not give me services that I paid for 2 times that 1 month. And I never could get a refund back. My credit card company covered for it. Well, my SMI One card, whoever I was calling, covered for it. And would not submit a request for me to get a refund for that. So it's no doubt in my mind that I'm talking to scammers, but I just want other people to see my experiences. I even had trouble ordering food. They even wanted me to speak with scammers ordering food that deprived me of food service because I was stuck in a tent and going through these unusual events. So I tried to order food and they even created chaos with that. So it's for really petty. These scammers intervene in a lot of different things that you wouldn't even believe. All the way up to trying to make 911 calls in emergencies, hanging up in my face and depriving me of law enforcement in emergencies. So I guess the 911 not dispatching out 911 operators was too incriminating. And since I'm recording, yes.
All right, so I read the report. I'm going to transfer you to my sergeant so you can talk to him.
Yeah, the report doesn't really state the abuse. They kind of, it is interference with child custody crimes, but they forgot to put in the abuse that I reported, which I thought was a crime.
I'm going to transfer you over to my sergeant.
What's his name? What's your sergeant's name?
Sergeant Vaughn.
How do you spell that?
Vaughan.
Oh, I think I did speak with him a long time ago. He was kind of rude and covered for the experience. But I can speak with... Is he available now?
Yeah. I'm going to transfer you to him.
Okay.
All right, bye. Sergeant Michael Vaughn
is not available. Record your message at
He
the
said he was
tone.
available
When you
now.
are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hello, I believe I spoke with you years back and we just really couldn't get anything resolved. I reported child abuse. I haven't had difficulty reporting it for years. The interference with child custody. And some kind of way, these multitude of reports are just becoming miscellaneous reports and they're not investigated by multiple different departments. I'm not quite sure if you remember me. I do remember speaking with you, not getting very much resolved. But my contact number. So I have to decide. I hung up. Am I going to repetitively keep doing this year after year, being deprived of the ability to make these phone calls on a phone that I'm paying the bill for? Going to my phone provider, getting violated and mistreated and disregarded. The phone provider even deny me the right to be on their network that I'm paying for, which they're conspirators in the hacking a cell phone network, which is a criminal offense. So it's just the entire government is enticing a lot of parties to commit crimes with them. And I just don't understand why a multitude of people don't see why this would be the downfall of the government. Because each area that I go, they're enticing parties to commit crimes with them. Hacking a phone network is a criminal offense, and to top cell phone providers in doing so, and to top CPS that protect children and conspiring with child abuse and not investigating it, to entice churches to let a member get drugged out of the church and thrown on concrete for begging for her life, to entice other churches to be a part of the abuse and schemes and cover up, to entice domestic violence organizations to call security and other organizations to call security just because a person is begging for help, to entice Social Security Administration to lock up because someone wants to restart benefits that they have stolen. They want to cover up for child support payments that were stolen, paid out of the Social Security Administration. So they just lock up and close down so I can't get any resolution for that. These are out denying a citizen their right to go to court because it incriminates you. You know that party will speak. So you need to prevent them from speaking and being on having a court reporter document what she's saying. So you just deprive that person, that citizen, of the right to go to court. I mean, and it's hard for me to get resolutions because the parties in my environment are enticed to be a part of this chaos. So they don't want to give me validation on if these experiences are really as chaotic as I perceive them to be. So it's hard for me to get a resolution because I just think that this is all insanity and chaos. So then we have the parties on the YouTube channel. They're enlisted to help you guys see that it's not, I'm delusional and I deserve all the chaos I'm experiencing. No domestic violence organization will help me, period. So since I've been going through this years, I can't see my children out of corruption. They're scared. I mean, we're not getting law enforcement here. There was a child hit by a car and the police is covering for it. Then they're covering for another one's abuse. So, I mean, they have every right to not feel safe. Then they know their mother was drugged out of their church that they attended, thrown on concrete, and nothing was done about that either. So I understand why a multitude of parties wouldn't feel safe. But, so I don't know if I'm continuing. This is absolutely draining. I've tried to get counseling and therapy. That's sabotage too. Even at churches that provide it, a lot of churches weren't honest with me about the resources for counseling. I just don't understand how police or the government can entice churches to be dishonest. It goes on at a multitude of them. I just don't understand. I don't know if they have people come on church property that will be dishonest or how that works, but I just don't understand how this is going on. Because you would perceive that churches would have more integrity, and I just haven't been able to find the assistance that they give other parties. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. So, those people that do have integrity, prayers, please, because I've been doing this years and the resolutions I haven't really been able to get a lot of things accomplished. I just feel like I'm on a hamster wheel, just going around in circles, not getting very much accomplished. And a lot of that problems was because the government is sabotaging any kind of assistance I can get, using their power to have all these locations deprive me of my rights. And as long as they're doing this, we're going to be on that hamster wheel, not going anywhere. So this is a video diary of my experiences.